Ever since the whole breakdown of civilization thing, we forgot about self-respect, personal responsibility, common courtesy, age appropriateness, cultural awareness, political correctness, and most importantly, corporate interests. We'd hidden under the leather gimp hood of free speech to exploit everyone and everything, including ourselves. Insipid filth is being narrowcast in tiny slivers as our national culture suffers. Everyone is famous for 15 minutes, and writers, actors, and important TV hosts who should be fat from royalties are selling off their Star Wars collectibles to make ends meet and reusing coffee filters. Now, we try to run a pretty clean show here, but the producers of this program believe that self-censorship is the answer. That's why Cinema Insomnia is proud to be imposing a self-censor. Introduce yourself to the fine folks, Miss
Gail Withers Johnson. My department will be looking closely at all the material on Cinema Insomnia to make sure its content is 100% cleared for distribution on all media. Big Brother isn't here to watch us, so we're going to lead the way and censor everything in-house. Why walk on eggshells in blind fear when we can be leading the way with eyes open?
Double plus good, Miss Withers.
Withers Johnson.
Right. So hopefully by muzzling ourselves, we will avoid lawsuits, please sponsors, appeal to all age groups, all sexes, including the gender-confused and conscientious objectors, and all economic classes. Gail is going to inspect Mr. Lobo's cue cards to make sure we avoid all brand names, catchphrases, unpopular or unhealthy points of view, copyrighted material, and inappropriate jokes. Thank you. Cinema Insomnia if you don't mind, would you allow me, Miss Withers Johnson, to ad-lib the rest of this? You're f***ing fired! I am Mr. Lobo, okay? I cannot work like this. You can't squash my material. Are you serious? Get the hell out of here! You miserable.
You are under my power. Look into the hypnotic eye.
You're not dreaming. You're watching Cinema Insomnia.
We are the survivors of a disintegrated solar system.
Tell this to everybody wherever they are. Watch the sky. Everywhere. Keep looking. Keep watching the sky.
Flying saucers have invaded our planet.
Please assume the position after Mr. Lobo.
You see? Your stupid mind. Stupid. You're not dreaming. You're watching Cinema Insomnia.
Tonight's feature is presented in The Miracle of Plant-O-Vision and Slumber Party Pajama-Rama. So, pop your corn, pop open some sodas, or soda open some pops, and plant yourself in front of the TV where you belong. I'm your horror host, Mr. Lobo. Every Saturday night, except when we've got something better to do, we bring you the best of the worst in horror, sci-fi, and cult movies. Actually, we like to say they're not bad movies, just misunderstood. Tonight, is my co-host, Miss Mittens' birthday. So Mr. Lobo let her invite a few of her gal pals over for a slumber party. And we're going to put on our night clothes and have pillow fights and make friendship bracelets and get all prettied up and sing camp songs and play Twister and bust out the Owitchy board and read teen magazines under the covers with a flashlight and watch Miss Mittens' favorite carnivorous, plant-themed horror movie, Steel Magnolias? Look, Miss Mittens, I don't even think that's a horror movie. What about Little Shop of Horrors? We did not do that one. No, we didn't. Did we? Wait, you're thinking of Bucket of Blood. Yes. All right. It is your birthday. I guess it's better than Fern Gully last year. That's right. Last year was fried green tomatoes. Okay. Whatever. Fine. Okay then. You heard the birthday girl. It's time to get out your tissues and other feminine products and get ready for Sally Field, Dolly Parton, Daryl Hannah, Shirley MacLaine, Julia Roberts, and Olympia Dukakis, starring in that tear-jerking classic Steel Magnolias. Oh, look! Oh, someone just handed Mr. Lobo this note here. What could it say here? Oh, this is unfortunate. I guess our Patreon pledge totals just weren't high enough to bring you that heartwarming chick flick. So instead, Mr. Lobo is going to roll out Miss Mittens' other favorite carnivorous plant-themed sleepover movie based on the all-time greatest sci-fi novel of all time, written by one of the biggest names in sci-fi literature, John Wyndham Parks Lucas Benyon Harris. Well, one of the longest anyway. Cinema Insomnia proudly presents Howard Keel and Jeanette Scott and Kieran Moore in Reel 1, tonight's feature, presented in Slumber Party Pajama-rama. The Day of the Triffids.
In nature's scheme of things, there are certain plants which are carnivorous, or eating plants. The Venus flytrap is one of the best known of these plants. A fly, drawn to the plant by a sweet syrup, brushes against trigger bristles. Just how these plants digest their prey has yet to be explained. There is much still to learn about these fascinating eating plants. This is a newcomer, Triffids celestis, brought to Earth on the meteorites during the Day of the Triffids.
reports confirm that the world is witnessing an unprecedented shower of meteorites. There is no record of a display such as this in recorded history. At observatories, astronomers are noting this fantastic phenomenon and are carefully calculating the effect on our solar system. The consensus of opinion is that the meteorites burn up from the intense heat before they reach the Earth.
The show of meteorites continues unabated. This is a thrilling, once-in-a-lifetime spectacle that simply must be seen.
Once-in-a-lifetime spectacle. Free tickets. Take any seat in the house. Here I am.
Here's Dr. Soames to see you, Mr. Mason.
Look, Doctor, why can't I take a look at what's going on outside? You're going to take the bandages off in the morning anyway.
I'm afraid not, Mr. Mason. After an eye operation such as yours, it's best to wait the full 10 days. 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, Nurse Jefferson.
Yes, Doctor. 8 o'clock.
Well, have a good night, Mr. Mason.
Thank you. See you in the morning, I hope.
I hope so.
I'll have that cigarette. Open your mouth, please. Now, this should give you a good night's rest. Lie back, Mr. Mason. I'm going to put your bed down.
Miss Jameson, are you really as pretty as they say you are?
By tomorrow morning, you'll be able to answer that question for yourself.
Tomorrow morning. Do you really think I'll be able to see?
By tomorrow night, you'll be in Southampton, on board your ship, and ready for duty.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Good night.
Good night.
We interrupt our program to remind you that the spectacular display of meteorites is still turning the night sky into a blazing display of fireworks. All over the world at this moment, astonished...
Look, I can't leave this specimen at the moment. Why don't you go up the tower and have a look? It sounds very spectacular.
Sure it is. Some tobacco company probably found a new way to light up the sky to sell more cigarettes. Where did you hide it this time?
It's in the cupboard. It's always in the same cupboard. I was hoping we could get back to dissecting that stingray this evening.
Here we go again. The subject is Tom Goodwin, brilliant marine biologist. I'm bored with stingrays. I really don't care why a stingray stings.
What do you care about, Tom?
You really want me to tell you?
You know, sooner or later you're going to have to face the fact. Day and night. Drunk or sober. In a lecture room or a lab or a deserted lighthouse off the coast of Cornwall.
The hell with it. Meteors and all, who cares?
I care what happens to us.
Karen, you're a nice girl. Heaven knows how you talked yourself into marrying me.
All right. What do you want us to do?
I don't know what you want to do, but well, I want to get away from this island. Look, all this pretense of doing important experiments.
It was your idea, remember? 6 months away from the university, a time to do field work.
Oh, let's clear out of here. Look, let me go back where I can buy a bottle of scotch whenever I feel like and not wait for a rotten boat to bring me a single bottle every 7 days.
What about the equipment?
Leave it.
What about the fish?
Don't throw them back in the sea!
Fine, well, we'll leave the island tomorrow. The boat's due in the morning.
The dysfunctional couple in the lighthouse, Jeanette Scott and Kieran Moore, were still stuck together 3 years later as two doctors in another end-of-the-planet thriller called Crack in the World, proving that nothing fosters codependency like Armageddon. What? What have you got there? Is that alcohol I smell? It's apple juice, fag. Who talks like that? That's it. Daddy is locking up the liquor cabinet. You remember the fiasco when we showed Horror Party Beach? You turned into a monster, literally. You were toe down, Edward D. Wood Jr. drunk, and it was embarrassing. What do you mean you don't care? My mentor, Bob Wilkins, was watching. You know, you're too tender in years to remember. But we here at Cinema Insomnia are upholding a fine tradition of horror hosts on television. When I was a youngster, I'd have slumber parties too. By myself. But Bob was always there. On the TV. Hosting creature features. And he'd say things like, we'll be right back after this commercial break. Still funny. We'll be right back.
There's an epidemic affecting thousands of young Canadians, a condition scientists are calling the munchies. I'm World Wrestling Federation superstar Chris Jericho, and I've joined forces with Taco Bell to fight this hunger. You can join our tag team. By making a donation of only $3.99, you'll receive 3 Taco Supremes and a drink. Act now, and together we can help young people, like Todd, pummel the munchies. Why not buy this official WWF poster only at Taco Bell?
They knew that only a missile with an atomic warhead could crack the Earth's impenetrable inner core. Would it mean the end of the world or the beginning of a new life for all mankind?
I'll keep recording everything that happens as long as I can.
Sorensen, the whole project is going.
It's happening. Oh no. Oh jeepers. Oh dear. Mr. Lobo's gone blind. We spent all that money on closed captioning. What? Oh. That's better. Mr. Lobo hopes that you at home are keeping your eyes open. Tonight's feature truly dares you to stay awake. I'm going to have to ask you all now, as I have in the past, to take the Insomniac's oath. Please assume the position and repeat after Mr. Lobo. I, as an initiated member of the Sleepless Nights of Insomnia, do solemnly swear to watch the movie, the whole movie, and nothing but the movie. So help me, Mr. Lobo. May stand down. Can't even do it anymore. And now, Bill Mason puts on his pajamas and sleeping masks for Miss Mitten's slumber party. In tonight's feature, the day of the Triffids.
We are awaiting word from the Australian observatory, but in all likelihood the reports will confirm that we are witnessing a most unusual. A most beautiful display of meteorites exploding. The BBC will be on the
9. 9. Miss Jameson? Hello? 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 Miss Jameson? Dr. Soames? Miss Jameson? Can anybody hear me? Dr. Soames.
Bill Mason.
I'm sorry. I just couldn't wait to get those bandages off.
You can see, Mason?
Yes. But I can't believe what I see. What's happened?
Would you please take me to my office? Now try the other eye. You certain the beam's on the pupil?
Yes, sir.
All right. That's enough. Is the blind drawn in here?
Yes, sir.
Would you be kind enough to pull it up?
What is it, Dr. Soames? What's happened?
The optic nerves are gone. The glare of the meteorites last night. You're probably one of the few people left in London who can still see this morning, Mason. I don't envy you. I don't think I'd care to see the things that you're likely to see. In the outer office in my desk, you'll find a black leather kit. Would you be good enough to get it for me?
Of course. No, it's not there. Ah, here it is.
Dr. Soames had to get some fresh air. I wonder what was in that black leatherette case. A letter. Dear Mr. Lobo, by the time you read this, I will be plant food. I leave this earth with one regret. I never knew why your show was constantly interrupted by so many commercial breaks. Now, that's not true. We weren't interrupted that often.
Out in 5.
Really, Aaron? You picked a bad time, okay? It's like you're doing it on purpose. Cinema Insomnia. We'll be right back.
The basketball team is planning a party. All the girls are coming, except Mary and Linda. But be on the lookout for an uninvited guest.
Please, please.
Some people may have to leave early, but others will hang around and hang around.
You're underage. Negative. Let's go.
But for those who stay, there'll be plenty of surprises and non-stop action. One thing's for sure, no one's getting any sleep the night of the Slumber Party Massacre. Close your eyes for a second and sleep forever.
Aren't you supposed to be sleeping?
At slumber parties, we want to hear Snap, Crackle, and the Pops.
That's Pop. Ready when you are. Snap, Crackle, Pop coming to your ears.
Perfect.
Kellogg's Rice Krispies, the talking part of this complete breakfast.
Snap, Crackle, Pop, Rice Krispies.
Hey, you guys, aren't these neat? Wow. Great design. How'd you do them? With Kooky Doodles.
One's free inside Rice Krispies.
It's pretty. It's kooky. It's free in Rice Krispies.
The spectators of the great meteorite shower in tonight's film learned the hard way what happens when you try to enjoy free entertainment. Optical nerve damage and mass chaos. If they were watching member-supported OSI 74, they wouldn't be selling pencils in hell right now. On the contrary, they'd have a lovely embossed mug, an embroidered tote bag, the best of Jack Horkheimer, Star Hustler on VHS. There's a knock at the door. Miss Mittens, that must be your slumber party guests. Excuse me, won't you? Oh, look at you darlings. Caitlin, Mercedes, Venus, thanks for dropping by. And thanks for dropping them off, folks. See you later. All right, now you guys get comfortable on the couch, all right? Make yourselves at home. You like popcorn? Good, good. All right, well, while you girls catch up, Mr. Lobo's going to put on Reel 3 of tonight's Cinema Insomnia Pajama-Rama feature about the other greenhouse effect. The day of the Triffids.
No sign of the boat?
No sign of anything. Should have been here hours ago.
There's nothing on the radio either. I've been trying all morning. I suppose you're losing valuable drinking time. I'm sorry.
Look out. Repeat. The entire population of England appears to be afflicted with blindness as a result of watching the meteorite shower last night. This is the Royal Dockyard at Devonport. A number of naval personnel have escaped blindness. We are trying to set up a rescue center. All those who are still able to see are urged to make their way to the dockyard. Urgent warning. All of England appears to be infested with a strange new plant that can inflict a fatal sting. It is also rumored that this plant can uproot itself and move about. If you are blind, stay indoors. If you can see, keep a constant lookout. We will return to the air with further bulletins. Stay tuned to this wavelength.
Blindness. Men-killing plants. I'm not drunk, am I?
Wish you were.
Then how do we get off this island?
Where would we go?
Still trying to reach the police. Please remain calm. Do not move about. The only danger is that you will injure yourselves or accidentally start fires. Do not smoke. Do not light matches. Stay clear of all electrical equipment. We are doing everything possible to get help. We will.
Are any trains running?
I don't know. Suddenly it went dark and I can't see. Can you help me, sir? Please, can you help me?
Beg pardon, sir. You helped me out.
Excuse me, sir. I couldn't help overhearing.
If you could just tell me to a taxi.
If you could just make a telephone call for me to my
I'd
wife.
be happy to pay. Please help yourself to my purse.
I'm sorry. There are no taxis. And the phones don't work.
child.
Thief. You thief.
Were you in that train all by yourself?
I was in the luggage van.
What are you doing in there?
I ran away from that stupid boarding school.
Where are your parents?
I haven't any. I'm part of an estate. The bank in London takes care of me.
Well, the banks are closed.
Why is he barking?
I don't know. Come on, we find out. That's nothing. Come on. Stay here. Come on, let's go down to my ship.
Greetings. In the Dark Pizza? Yes, I'd like to order a large pizza, please. Oh, my number's 317-4Lobo-TV. Yes, this is OSI Studios. You got the show turned on right now at the pizza place? Right now? Really? Hey, everybody. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. The old stuck car routine is pretty tiresome. I guess the streets in London are paved with your extra crispy crust, right? You know, the slumber party is going well. Thanks for asking. But the girls are getting hangry. We'll just take an extra large pepperoni and... hold on, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Make that half cheese, half pepperoni. Caitlin's on a special diet. Oh, sorry. Wait. Venus? What's wrong with pepperoni? Come on. All right, I'll ask. You know, Venus here likes red meat. Could you put raw hamburger on 1/4 of that pizza? Right. Half pepperoni, 1/4 cheese, and 1/4 raw hamburger. Oh, and flies. If you have them. Sorry, wait, hold on. Mercedes, what is it now? Okay, you won't eat the pizza if it's got flies on it? All right, I'll make sure there's no flies touching your piece, all right? Okay. Anyway, now what do you want? Canadian bacon and pineapple. Look, haven't we put this poor guy through enough? I mean, now I got to fit like 5/16 Canadian bacon and pineapple. Look, you guys work out the math, and then you call him back and order your own darn Franken pizza. While the old Spice Guy and Little Orphan Anglo from tonight's feature are spinning their wheels, just like we're spinning ours, why don't we take another break?
Around the world, the call is heard.
Feed me. Feed me. After the game, he said, feed me.
The hungry need to be fed.
Me.
We're too late.
32nd and feed me. Feed me.
So get them the new Full House Extra Large Pizza from Pizza Hut.
Now you're talking.
30% bigger than our large for a very tiny $9.99. That's 30% more satisfying Pizza Hut pizza.
I'm fed.
I'm fed.
I'm fed.
The new Full House XL Pizza. It feeds them till they're full.
Did you ever wonder what it would be like to be one of the last people on Earth?
We're talking ghost town!
Who would you see?
There's nobody. I mean, there's nobody.
What would you do?
Hey, I'm sorry if the end of the world makes me a little nervous.
Where would you go?
The stars are open!
Well, get ready to find out, because the comet is coming into your orbit.
The legal drinking age is now 10, but you will need ID. Let's be real.
It's the night of the comet.
What do you give me if I come back?
Texas?
Night of the comet.
I'll be taking requests from all you teenage comet zombies.
The night the teenagers ruled the world.
Yeah!
Night of the comet.
The burden of civilization is on us.
Fiction, isn't it?
Oh, what are you doing? Are you girls acting blind? Aren't you paying attention to the social issues addressed in tonight's movie? Now, Mr. Lobo's 1/4 blind, so I can say this. I know all about the blindies. That's right. I said the B word. And some people who can see are blind, if you know what I'm saying. It's okay to invite 1 or 2 of them to your block party. But you get more than 5 of them in one place, and the next thing you know, they're blasting their music. Their music! And they're wearing their sunglasses like they're so cool. Looting the cane stores, setting fires like they do, crashing trains into thick walls of air. Blindy McBlinderson, read Mr. Lobo's lips. Grow a pair of eyeballs, or get out of London. And remember, it's a choice. It's a knock at the door. You know what that means. Pizza guy's here.
Oh, Mommy, here's your pizza. Jackass.
He didn't sound blind on the phone. And now back to England's answer to blind fury. The day of the Triffids.
Wait here. Let's see if we can find some rocks. Come on.
Susan! Susan!
C'est un catastrophe. Tous les services sont terminés. Nous continuerons notre... I wish I could understand French.
I can.
C'est un appel de... What's he saying? C'est un catastrophe. Tous les services sont terminés.
All services stopped.
Aussi long que possible.
Will continue sending as long as he can.
C'est un catastrophe. Tous les services sont terminés. That's a big help.
Approximately 400 miles east of New York. All officers, crew, and passengers suddenly stricken blind. If you read me, come in, please. SS Midland calling. Mayday, Mayday. If you read me, come in, please. SS Midland calling. Mayday.
Is the captain here?
Yes, what is it?
The passengers have started to panic, sir.
Can't you contact the doctor?
No, sir.
This is the captain speaking. Attention all passengers. There is no one on board who can help you. We're radioing for a rescue vessel. The only immediate danger is that you may injure yourselves by moving around. Everyone, stay where you are. And if there is anyone who can see, even a child, please come up on the bridge.
Radio Tokyo です。こちらはラジオ東京です。ただ町ジャッカジです。皆様はこちらが立ち上げます。助ける人待ちます。もしもしこちらは有町は火事です。
Paris, ici Paris. Tous les gouvernements sont priés à envoyer immédiatement leurs représentants au palais du Paris pour discuter.
He says they're calling a meeting.
Tous les gouvernements sont
A
priés à
disaster
envoyer
meeting.
immédiatement
At
leurs
the
représentants au
Palais
palais du Chaillot
du
pour
Chaillot.
discuter le désastre. Ici Paris, ici Paris. Aussi
There
long
must
que
be
possible.
others who can see. We could just make contact.
Flight 356 from Cape Town calling. Request tower standby for emergency landing. Please talk us down. Please talk us down. Tower, can you read me? Tower, can you read me? Mayday, Mayday. Tower, please come in. Please talk us down. Please talk us down. There's still no reply, sir.
Keep trying.
Flight 356 from Cape
Fuel's
Town.
just about gone, sir. How much longer? Any moment now, sir.
For emergency landing. Mayday, Mayday. Tower, please come in.
Tom, there's one of those plants growing out there.
Where?
It's on the ledge by the cove. How about this? I'm coming with you.
Keep behind me. There's no sense in getting killed by a plant.
I thought you didn't care what happened to you anymore.
I don't. But I picked a much pleasanter way to die.
Tom, it was here. I know it was here.
Come on, let's get back inside.
With the sleep mask on, I can't even see the piñata. How am I supposed to fight? Any of you girls want to take a crack at this? What do you mean too ethnic? It's full of goodies.
Out in 5.
Really, Aaron? You're starting to hurt my feelings. Cinema Insomnia. We'll be right back. My eyes can deceive me. Don't trust them.
Now, it's here. The excitement, the adventure of a new force at breakfast.
We'll call them C-3POs.
New C-3PO cereal from Kellogg's. Twin rings, phase together. For 2 crunches in every 00. A delicious part of this nutritious breakfast. Now you can experience the taste of Kellogg's C-3POs. A crunchy new force at breakfast.
May the force be with you.
Nick Parker is quick as a snake, strong as a bow, not to mention blind as a bat.
Nice doggy.
What's your problem? You blind?
Yeah.
Holy. He came for a friendly visit.
Step aside, blind man.
But his timing was a little off. Now, a young boy wants his guidance.
Did you ever cry?
The strong man is never afraid to cry. They've got him, don't they? Where's my son?
He's here. He's fine.
And the boy's father needs his help.
Now, if you want to keep him that way...
Unreasonable men make life so difficult.
Shoot! The blind Zorro. If you can't handle it, get me somebody that can. Get me Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee is dead.
Then get his brother.
Rutger Hauer
I also do circumcision.
Blind Fury.
What slumber party would be complete without a bit of the old bubbly? Of course, Mr. Lobo's talking about Sody Pop. Sody Pop. And we've got these fun, crazy straws for everyone, huh? Who wants ice? 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 Baby? All right. Be right back. All right. All right. Very funny. Which one of you girls did this? Huh? Who put Mr. Lobo's underwear in the freezer? We're going to have a talk about this later. In the next reel, Bill sees London, Bill sees France. Stop laughing!
It's all right.
Ici Paris. Bulletin in English. Because of worldwide disruption, it is impossible for delegates to gather. Paris itself, with its millions of helpless inhabitants, has become dangerous. This will be our last broadcast. There is no one here who can see. There is no one left.
There's nothing, Bill. We're lost, aren't we, Bill?
Let me see that map again.
Bill, look. Thank goodness, Mr. Corker. But you are not Mr. Corker.
You can see.
You do.
Well, do you live near here?
5 kilometers.
Well, show us the way.
Mr. Rand, thank heavens.
Mr. Coker, this is Mr. Mason and Susan.
Hello.
Oh, you found some more? Miss Coker, this is Mr. Mason and Susan.
How do you do, Miss Cogan?
They can see. Oh, good. I do hope you'll stay and help us.
How many blind people do you have here?
About 40. But you must be very hungry.
My sister and I were touring France. We collided with Miss Durant's car. Both our cars were ruined. No one was badly hurt. But we were all three under sedation that night.
Thanks to Mr. Rand, the shelter became a hospital.
Yes, a tragic irony. The sick stayed well.
And the healthy become blind. Your daughter is very sleepy.
Hmm?
Come along, my dear.
Good night, Daddy.
How old is your daughter, Mr. Mason?
Susan is not my daughter. We found each other in London, and since then we've sort of been stuck with each other.
There's nothing to be afraid of. We're all friends here. Bettina, I want you to meet Susan. She's an English girl who's just arrived.
Hello, Susan. Hello.
I brought her to you, Bettina, because she still feels strange here, and you speak English. I'll call by later and tuck you in.
But you can't see. How can you tell? I'm finding I can tell a great many things. I think it's the way people react when you touch them. Let's see if I can tell anything more about you. Can you tell how old I am? You're 13. I'm only 12. But you're a very grown-up 12, aren't you? I think I am. Curly, blonde hair, right? Right. And brown eyes? That's right. And you've got a good sense of humor, too. I can tell because you've got the nicest laugh lines around your mouth. I'll tell you something else, too. We're going to be good friends.
Until things get back to normal, you are welcome to stay here and help us.
The past few days, I've seen London, Paris, and a lot in between. Things are never going back to normal.
So I've tried to impress on Miss Durant.
I have faith, Mr. Mason.
Faith is fine, Miss Durant, but we'll need a lot more than that if we're going to survive.
Why shouldn't we survive?
Well, in France alone, there's over 50 million people, almost every one of them blind. There's going to be starvation, fire, pestilence. Anyone caught in the middle of it doesn't stand a chance. I think we ought to get out of here and go on to Spain.
How can you know it's any better there?
I don't.
And even so, how could we get all the people there?
We couldn't.
Mr. Mason, you are just running away.
Look, Mr. Durant, I've told you what things are like. If you sit here with your eyes closed and let this thing run over you, you're the one who's running away.
Perhaps you'll change your mind. I hope you and Susan will decide to stay and help us. Good night.
Good night.
And now it's time for another cooking segment on Cinema Insomnia. Tonight, we're going to show you how to make a post-sleepover dish that is truly the breakfast of insomniacs. Of course, Mr. Lobo is talking about cold pizza. Now, to make cold pizza, you first need a hot pizza in a delivery or takeout box like so. Now, the first thing you need to do is to remove, 3 or 4 pieces of pizza and a little table, if there is one. Use that as a piece of furniture for your Admiral Snack Bar action figure. And then you leave the pizza out, okay, with the lid open for, until the pizza's room temperature and bacteria started to grow. I'd say about 3 hours or more. And then you take the whole pizza box, okay? Whole pizza, box and all. This is important. Do not wrap in plastic, okay? And then you place it in the refrigerator. You allow it to sit overnight. Now, during the night, the pizza acts like an air filter, okay, and commingles with all the flavors and odors in your refrigerator, drawing in all the flavors of the milk, the juice, condiments, old lettuce, leftover Chinese food, etc. Now, we don't have time to let this pizza sit and commingle with all those flavors, but I made another cold pizza earlier. Viola, cold pizza. Now you want to make sure that the cardboard is damp and the cheese is hard. All right. Now you serve this chilled with some aspirin, some flat root beer. You can start your day off right, just like Mr. Lobo. Why don't you enjoy some cold pizza right now during tonight's intermission? Isn't just for breakfast anymore. Arbunganzo.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
If you like pizza made the real Italian way with bubbly cheese, tangy seasonings, pure ingredients, you'll say our pizza is the mosta. Try some now at the Refreshment Center.
Creature of unholy vengeance, born in the heart of a man unjustly condemned to death.
In death I shall be stronger than you in life. I will come back from hell and make you pay for your crimes.
A tree monster. Oh, now, Norgu, I know about cannibalistic flowers, but this tree monster is utterly unbelievable.
Dr. Mason, you are wise lady. But there are many things even the wisest of us do not know.
Land of superstition, terror, and violent hatred. Where beneath the surface of the Polynesian islands, the earth gives grotesque and terrible birth to a monstrous creature, sworn to kill and torture and destroy.
I beg you, pull up the root so it will die before it murders everyone.
You know what? I have an eerie feeling that this thing knows what we're saying.
Pulse beat is almost human.
Don't be stingy of the time like this, dearie.
Relentlessly, the baranga pursues its prey. Impervious to destruction by mortal hands, ravaging the world in its madness.
We've got to find her. Let's go back. Come on.
Doc, I never saw anything like this. Those bullets bounce off like BB shot on a stone wall.
Would you like to recapture winter's refreshing coolness right now? Take the flavors you like best, the richness of fruits, the zest of colas. Mix them into iced cold beverages. Pour into generous-sized cups. And you have the goodness of our cold drinks. They're ready now at our refreshment stand.
It isn't only in Britain that spring this year has taken everyone by surprise. Here, in the Ticino, on the borders of Switzerland and Italy, the slopes overlooking Lake Lugano have already burst into flower, at least a fortnight earlier than usual. But what, you may ask, has the early and welcome arrival of bees and blossom to do with food? Well, it's simply that the past winter, one of the mildest in living memory, has had its effect in other ways as well. Most important of all, it's resulted in an exceptionally heavy spaghetti crop. The last 2 weeks of March are an anxious time for the spaghetti farmer. There's always the chance of a late frost, which, while not entirely ruining the crop, generally impairs the flavor and makes it difficult for him to obtain top prices in world markets. But now these dangers are over, and the spaghetti harvest goes forward. Spaghetti cultivation here in Switzerland is not, of course, carried out on anything like the tremendous scale of the Italian industry. Many of you, I'm sure, will have seen pictures of the vast spaghetti plantations in the Po Valley. For the Swiss, however, it tends to be more of a family affair. Another reason why this may be a bumper year lies in the virtual disappearance of the spaghetti weevil, the tiny creature whose depredations have caused much concern in the past. After picking, the spaghetti is laid out to dry in the warm alpine sun. Many people are often puzzled by the fact that spaghetti is produced at such uniform length, but this is the result of many years of patient endeavor by plant breeders who've succeeded in producing the perfect spaghetti. And now, the harvest is marked by a traditional meal. Toasts to the new crop are drunk in these poccolinos, and then the waiters enter bearing the ceremonial dish, and it is, of course, spaghetti, picked earlier in the day, dried in the sun, and so brought fresh from garden to table at the very peak of condition. For those who love this dish, there's nothing like real homegrown spaghetti.
Cinema Insomnia now returns you to our feature presentation.
Cut it out, girls. Quit it. Stop it. No more pillow fights. You're not dreaming. You're watching Cinema Insomnia. If you're just tuning in, Miss Mittens is having a slumber party with some of her gal pals, and we're watching her favorite carnivorous plant film. In the second half of tonight's feature, Howard Keel, best known for singing your dentist's favorite music, loses his golden throat but maintains his eyesight during a blinding shower of meteors that leaves the population of London sightless and in a state of panic, a la 28 Days Later. During all of this, a new species of man-eating plants appear on Earth, and quicker than you can say, "Feed me, Seymour," begins to uproot themselves and attack everyone. He saves a schoolgirl, and they escape to France, where they're a little looser about the whole schoolgirl companion thing. Unfortunately, as it turns out, everybody there is not only blind, but French as well. They come to a safe house where it's only a matter of time till the killer plants turn them into mulch. In tonight's thriller, Reel 6 of the Day of the Triffids.
Cortex of the root system.
It's good to see you working again, Tom.
I assure you it's not for the greater glory of science. I just want us to survive.
We will.
Damn it all, I'm not even a botanist.
Is it a plant or an animal?
Who knows? It doesn't seem to have any central nervous system. No circulation.
Then how does it move?
All plants move. And they don't usually pull themselves out of the ground and chase you. We could
find out how this thing functions, we might figure out an easier way of killing it.
Look, you must get some sleep.
There's no time.
Just an hour. Then I'll wake you, I promise. Tom, you really must get some sleep. Sleep now. I'll wake you in an hour. Got out. It came to life and it got out. They regenerate.
Just like annelids, like worms. Cut them in half and you can kill them. There's no telling how many of them are out there. Get the hammer and nails.
Being nailed in your own coffin.
Tina, what are you doing out here?
I wanted to talk to you, Mr. Mason.
But you shouldn't be wandering around by yourself.
But I had to talk to you, just for a minute. Is it true you're going to leave us? To go to Spain?
Yes.
But what about the rest of us?
Tina, the only way I can help is to try to find some real help. And I can't do it by staying here.
Then you're coming back to us?
Yes. If I can.
I hope you do come back.
Come on, I better get you back inside.
Hey, it's former horror host and comedian Francois Fly. To what do I owe your call?
Cut the BS, Lobo. I'm really offended by this racist snuff film you're showing tonight. Not only does the show portray the French in a bad light as convicts and table dancers, but it has real flies eaten alive.
What in the world are you talking about?
Don't play president with me, Lobo. It's even here in the script. In nature's scheme of things, there are certain plants that are carnivorous, or eating plants. The Venus flytrap is one of the best known of these plants. A fly drawn by a sweet syrup brushes against trigger bristles.
Okay, wait. Say that last bit about trigger bristles again, only slower. This call's getting a little hot. Maybe it's time to cut to a break. Cinema Insomnia will be right back. Okay, continue.
Oh, beautiful Sal was a stone-hearted gal, refusing to bill or to coo. But Clem was right smart. He appealed to her heart with that gal getting good old Mountain Dew. Yahoo! Mountain Dew! Mountain Dew will tickle your innards.
Were we supposed to stop here?
What's going on? You can't just leave us here.
Sir, we lost contact.
With whom?
Everyone.
There appears to be an event happening.
Run.
Shut the windows and the doors! Here it comes!
Could this really be happening?
And now it's time for our lucky Reel 7 girl. You know, it seems a little weird to have one of our young slumber party guests doing this. Maybe we could get like a permission slip or something. Oh, excuse me, there's a knock at the door. Look, everyone, it's Miss Mittens' aunt, Audrey, and cousin Audrey Jr.
Oh, hello, Mr. Al. I heard it was Miss Mittens' birthday, and I thought I'd bring Junior over for a play date.
Well, thanks for dropping by, Aunt Audrey. Oh, what's that, Miss Mittens? What do you mean no boys allowed? She's such a joker.
I hope we're not intruding.
Oh, no. Actually, we're showing another film tonight, and we really could use your help introducing the next reel. would you like to be our lucky Real 7 girl?
Be an honor, Mr. L.
Great, great. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name is Audrey Shiver. I'm recently widowed for the 7th time.
Really?
Yeah, bizarre gardening accident. It's more common than you might think.
No, I get it. I get it. How would you use your title as Real 7 girl to help save the planet?
Like the great Howard Keel said in Real 6, I believe the only way I can help is to find real help, and I can't do that by staying here. And if you sit there with your eyes closed and you let this thing run over you, you're the one who's really running away.
Yeah, they ought to put that on a bumper sticker or something. Something to think about. Would you like to introduce the movie now?
I would love to! And now back to Real 5. At the little...
Day.
Little day of...
No, just day.
The day... Shop of Horrors.
The day of the
Horrors.
Triffids.
Bless you.
Triffid. A what? A Triffid. The original Triffid, the kind I saw in a greenhouse several years ago, was known to have come to Earth in a meteorite. This reappearance must have been caused by the meteorite explosion of the other night.
Why should they attack people?
Most plants thrive on animal waste, but I'm afraid this mutation possesses an appetite for the animal itself. This must be how they propagate.
There are millions of them.
One light wind and they're everywhere.
Susan, where's Miss Durant?
In there. Bill, wait. There's something I've got to tell you.
Later, Susan. Miss Durant.
Give me a moment, Mr. Mason. Please sit down.
Now, look, Miss Durant. Now, whether you like it or not, we're going to have to pack up and leave.
Did you bring some more supplies?
You tell her, Mr. Coker.
Mason's quite right, Miss Durant. In the next 24 hours, the vicinity will be swarming with Triffids.
But I cannot leave all these people here to die. I grew up with them. They are my friends. Don't you understand?
Listen.
Bill, it's that plane again. It's back. It flew over here before, Bill. That's what I wanted to tell you.
Come on, Coker.
saying something about Toulon, the naval base, being a rescue center.
Toulon. Of course, the French base in the Mediterranean near Marseille.
Yes. He's dead.
All right?
Come on. It's my ankle. I can't go on.
Oh, come on, I'll tell you.
No.
Coker? Coker?
Aunt Audrey, would you mind babysitting while I go out for a few party supplies?
That'd be my pleasure, Mr. Owl.
Fantastic. Well, just make sure they don't get into the liquor cabinet. And I guess Mr. Lobo will see you all later, okay? Cinema Insomnia will be right back.
He's here! My mystery date!
Mystery date, are you ready for your mystery date? Don't be late, it would be great. Open the door for your mystery date.
It's Mystery Date, the thrilling new Milton Bradley game of romance and mystery that's just for you. And you, and you, and you. Mystery Date, will you be ready for swimming? Or a dance? When you open the door, will your mystery date be a dream? Or a dud?
Oh!
Fun and surprises. That's Mystery Date. Remember, Milton Bradley makes the best games in the world. So girls,
Open the door for your mystery date.
get Mystery Date.
Oh, take it easy, Dracula. What do you think I'm carrying here, my dirty laundry?
Where a man-eating, talking plant gives homicide something to think about.
And I didn't do it.
Do what?
Whatever.
Why are you so nervous?
I guess I just have a good kisser.
Now you will do as I say.
Yes, master.
You will go out and find me some food.
Yes, master.
What's the matter? Don't you like me?
Too bony.
Too bony? Nobody ever told me that before.
Beef is better than veal.
Ah, you're such a dodo. What do you call this? Chopped liver?
Time for a little drinky poo. Ooh. Ooh. $1.75. Gets you every time. Oh. Oh. It's going straight to the head. I gotta eat something with this. I can't eat this. It's got hamburger on it. And I'm a veterinarian. You know who likes hamburger? Here you go, Junior. I normally don't do this, but you've been so well behaved today. Wow, you really like that meat, huh? Oh, is this going to be enough for you? Wow, you're looking ravenous. And Miss Mittens, you get out of that liquor cabinet right now, this instant. Oh, Missy, you wait till Mr. L gets home and what's happening, Miss Mittens? You're changing. You're turning into a monstrous, carnivorous version of yourself.
Susan, what's the matter? What's going on? What is it?
Some men. Convicts, I think. They've taken all the girls in there and made them dance with them. They brought all kinds of food and whiskey.
Well, how many are there?
I don't know, but there's a lot.
And they can see?
Yes.
Where's Miss Durant?
She's in there with them. But, Bill, they said they'd kill anyone who...
Now stay here and lock all the doors. But don't open for anyone but me, Susan's out in the car.
You are not one of us.
Come on. Susan, open up.
I can't open it.
Susan, get over there to the side.
The thing I said to you back to the chateau, I had no right to say them.
Well, makes you feel any better. I probably would have said the same thing under the circumstances. Feel guilty,
Maybe.
You know why?
Why?
Because you survived. Bettina, Coker, and all the rest dead. And you're alive, and you wonder why.
That's exactly right.
I know the feeling. In the war, you get a ship shot out from underneath you. All your friends gone, only a handful left. You ask yourself, why me? Why not someone better?
Where will we go in Spain?
Well, there's a big American naval base in southern Spain, at Cadiz. They're equipped for disaster. They get supplies, they're disciplined.
So we are the French at Toulon.
Negative.
5% nitric acid solution. Negative.
It's not that I expected a miracle. I didn't think we'd find a magic bullet, but nothing, absolutely nothing seems to affect this tissue.
They live, they grow, they take nourishment. They have sensory response, they absorb and expend energy. No matter what they're made of, there must be something that'll interrupt their life cycle.
Well, fundamentally, it's a simple problem, like finding a weed killer. No help out there. There'd be nothing in the air for days.
Can't help thinking about that last radio call from Devonport. The way the place caught fire and blew up like that, it was like listening to the end of the world.
Well, it's not the end of the world. Not quite yet. There's an answer here in front of us. There has to be.
If we're going to find the answer, we'd better find it pretty soon.
What are they doing out?
They're staring in at us like guards outside a condemned cell.
Well, let's get through this checklist again.
Hello? Hello? Where's Aunt Audrey? What do you mean she's not here? She's supposed to be watching you kids. And the darn liquor cabinet is wide open. This is why we don't invite Aunt Audrey to family functions. Colt 45 gets her every time. I can't believe that she left you poor kids to fend for yourselves. Did she even introduce the movie while Mr. Lobo was away? No? Well, what about trivia in cinema? Okay. You kids go play. Daddy's got work to do. And now it's time for trivia in cinema. Mr. Lobo is a virtual whiz on electric fence movies. This is a tried and true sci-fi staple. Electrocute your monster. Night of the Lepus, The Thing, Creature, Godzilla. He hates those electrical towers. Jurassic Park, Land of the Dead, Jaws 2. No! I will not let you do my hair. No manicures, no pedicures, no nothing. Okay. Just no bikini wax. We'll be back with more slumber party fun right after this.
Not talking to me? Well, I can understand how it can be with new friends.
He forgets I'm his mother. Prompt the TV dinner. Prompt the alarm goes off in the morning. And what is the first thing he hears? Me.
Wow, are you growing? Oh, and so fast.
Please don't eat my mother. An idea of what can blossom from the planting of a few seeds.
You can't do that!
Henry! Help me! Henry!
Oh, no, you can't do that, even if she is my mother.
Henry! What a way to go!
Oh, my goodness. There went my mother.
Please don't eat my mother. Coming to devour you soon.
There are two rules to remember if you want to have a good time. Rule number 1, never run out of Colt 45. Rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. You want to know why you should keep plenty of Colt 45 on hand? You never know when friends might show up. I don't claim you can have a better time with Colt 45 than without it. But why take chances?
The power of Colt 45. It works every time.
What? You hate the way we got rid of who? Aunt Audrey? Look, it was a bit, okay? And what do you mean I look stupid? I'm not wearing green to mock anyone. They did this to me. I didn't do this to myself. Look, I gotta go. I gotta go. That's it, all right? That is it, Miss Mittens. First, you froze Mr. Lobo's underpants. Then you hit me with pillows. Then you put my hand in warm water. And then you put me in this ridiculous mud mask and you painted my toes, all right? This is the final straw, all right? It is time for bed. This slumber party is over. No. Not tired. I don't want to hear it, okay? Mr. Lobo is going to put on the Howard Keel record. That's right. It's bedtime. You brought this on yourselves. Here it comes. There it goes. Get all snuggly. They're going to be out like a light in no time. As for the rest of you, Cinema Insomnia now brings you the tonight's feature.
You're a good horse. You must be tired. I'm going to find you some fresh green grass. Bill, may I go and look at the fair?
All right, but don't wander off. If we can find something, we're going to eat right away, I'm sorry. Did I burn you?
No, it's nothing. Bill, do you think we have a chance?
Once you taste this coffee of mine, you'll know nothing worse can happen.
Your coffee is very good. In fact, you're a handyman in the kitchen.
Been doing for myself for a long time.
You have never been married?
No.
Why?
Guess I've never been in one spot long enough to get caught.
And now you are saddled with a family.
It might have its points. Suzanne!
Look what I found.
Well, we could use it. We'll take it.
But our horse, we can't leave him.
Well, we leave him in the field somewhere, and he'll have plenty of food. He'll be fine.
No, we can't leave him all alone. I won't go.
Now, Susan, be reasonable. We can't take him with us.
Don't let him, Christine. It isn't fair. It's mean. He doesn't have any right.
But it is not Bill's fault, Susan. He's only doing what's right for all of us. He'll never hurt you, never, if he can help it. You know that.
I know.
Find out. Hello, is anybody here?
Please, please, come in. Come in. Oh, God. Teresa! Teresa, ven pronto. Ha llegado gente, pueden ver. Nos ayudarán. I knew it. That's my rope. Luis de la Vega.
I'm Bill Mason. This is Susan and Mr. Durant.
But please, Teresa, 3 guests. This is my wife, Teresa.
Welcome. Now we know that we are not the only 2 people left in this part of the world.
I believe that someone will arrive to help us. That's why I put up the rope. You see, we are expecting a baby, and we need someone who can help. Perhaps the 2 ladies could.
You can't see. Both seem so natural.
My wife has been blind for many years. Now she's teaching me how to get around. But you ladies will stay and help her.
Of course we will. Please, please be seated, all of you. I'll go and get some food.
We'll help. Come along, Susan.
We were trying to get to Cadiz.
But you don't know about that.
Know about what?
They had to evacuate the naval base.
Well, they did? How?
By submarine. I heard it on my radio. Some submarines that were submerged during the night of the meteorites, their entire crews were all right. I tried to contact them with my transmitter, but something went wrong. I can neither transmit nor receive.
Well, let's take a look at it. Maybe I can fix it.
Oh, are you familiar?
Yes. As the first mate, I have to at least have a working knowledge of it.
From the Gibraltar Rescue Center. Final survivor pickup will be on Saturday at Alicante. We repeat our warning. Vast bands of Triffids are roaming the area. Do not travel at night. Barricade all doors. We repeat our warning. Do not travel at night. Barricade all doors. Final survivor pickup will be on Saturday at Alicante.
Well, that's tomorrow. We'll leave the first thing in the morning.
tell you, turn that switch, Okay, Susan, turn it on. Well, it works. All right, Susan, you can turn it off now. Baby born?
Yes, it's a boy.
How is he?
Fine.
And the mother?
She's weak, but I suppose that's to be expected.
Hey, that's Susan.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. And now it's time for another Insomniac mail sack. A lot of you have been writing in, and many of these letters have the same gripe. Here's one. Dear heartless bastard, how dare you kill off my favorite new character on Cinema Insomnia? She may seem like a cheap, two-dimensional caricature of a character, but we care about Aunt Audrey. She's not wrong for wanting a new life away from violence and heartache, and you cut her down for a cheap laugh. How dare you play with our emotions for the sake of satire? Hate you forever. Fern Green, Grover's Mill, New Jersey. Excuse me. We get it. Okay. We hear you loud and clear. Once again, your fan entitlement trumps Mr. Lobo's artistic integrity. It's a communication medium, and we understand that the audience is the end consumer. Mr. Lobo sincerely apologizes for ending that character so badly. We decided to bring back Aunt Audrey. Go ahead, get up. Take a bow. Aunt Audrey, would you mind babysitting while Mr. Lobo runs to the store for a few party supplies?
I would love to watch these little angels.
Fantastic. Just make sure they don't get into the liquor cabinet, all right? Here are the keys. And I guess Mr. Lobo will be seeing you all very, very soon. Cinema Insomnia will be right back.
Now, the most menacing musical comedy ever to paint the silver screen green. Little Shop of Horrors. Where did you get such a weird flavor? Thrill to the romance.
Will you marry me?
Sure.
Witness the drama.
You'll be a 10-10. You have a talent for causing things.
I've been saving all month for this. I think I need a root canal. I'm sure I need a long, slow root canal.
Beat me, Clawborn! Beat me now! Savor the spectacle of the first plant in motion picture history ever to sing for its supper. Starring Rick Moranis, Ellen Green, Vincent Gardenia, with a special appearance by Steve Martin, James Belushi, John Candy,
Comfy,
and Bill Murray.
It's your professionalism that I respect.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Mario Kart 8 Piranha Plant test. Take 9.
The all-new Piranha Plant can chomp other racers and give you a speed boost. You can use it in Mario Kart 8. Every kart, every track, every item has been insanely tested for flippin' fun.
Bad plant.
Mario Kart 8, only on Wii U. Rated E for everyone.
Time for a little drinky poo. Ooh. Ooh, Go 45. Gets you every time. Ooh. Ooh. It's going straight to the head. I gotta eat something with this. I can't eat this. It's got hamburger on it. And I'm a veterinarian. You know who likes hamburger? Here you go, Junior. I normally don't do this, but you've been so well behaved today. Wow, you really like that meat, huh? Oh, is this going to be enough for you? Wow, you're looking ravenous. And Miss Mittens, you get out of that liquor cabinet right now, this instant. Oh, Missy, you wait till Mr. L gets home and what's happening, Miss Mittens? You're changing. You're turning into a monstrous, carnivorous version of yourself.
Mr. Lobo's back home early. What are you plants doing? Wait a second now. Miss Mittens, what are you doing over here? That's it, okay? That is it. All right? It's time for bed. I don't want to hear it. Time for bed. Not tired. Not tired. You know what? You know what's happening now? Daddy's going to put on the Howard Keel record. That's right. I don't want to hear the moaning. Here it comes. Get all snuggly, quite simply. And there it is. They'll be out like a light in no time. As for the rest of you, let's jump into the next reel of tonight's feature.
Look.
Susan, go turn on the switch. Weakening.
Susan, get back to the house.
Don't have enough power. Come on.
Engine running.
Why do they keep coming back?
I don't know, Susan. Well, there must be some reason.
Maybe they can hear us.
Hmm? Hey, maybe that's it. Maybe it's sound that attracts them. That generator. Come on, Susan. You're right. It's sound that attracts them. But if sound leads them to us, it can lead them away, too.
Like the Pied Piper of Hamelin.
Yeah. Yeah, like the Pied Piper. Susan, you've hit it. Come on. Now, when they've gone, open up the gates and take off. But until then, no noise at all. All right? Hey, come on.
What about you?
I'll see you in Alicante. Winter's up, hmm?
girls are finally asleep. It was starting to seem like another John Wyndham-inspired sci-fi movie, Children of the Damned.
But they sure are cute when they're asleep, aren't they?
They sure are, Aunt Audrey. They sure are. Cinema Insomnia will be right back.
Quicksand in the clouds.
There's a new pet.
Chia.
Chia Pet, the pottery that grows. It's fun and easy. Soak your chia, spread the seeds, keep it watered, and watch it grow. And now grow a whole collection of fun with chia teddy bears, puppies, kittens, rams, wolves, turtles, bunnies, and a chia tree to keep your pets company. Chia Pets and Trees, the pottery that grows.
Chia Pets and Trees are available at Eckerd, Revco, Rite Aid, and Kmart. Makes a great gift.
Dear Mom and Dad, I've been at a sleepaway camp for almost 3 weeks, and I'm getting very scared.
Welcome to Sleepaway Camp. Someone is watching you.
Hey, Baba, reload!
Someone is waiting for you. Someone wants to scare you to death.
Turn the wheel! Oh my God!
Sleepaway Camp. You won't be coming home.
Anytime. Caitlin was a complete angel. Thanks for picking her up. All right, bye now, folks.
Caitlin's parents are a nice couple, aren't they?
They sure are, Aunt Audrey. They sure are. Okay, what do you say we clean this place up, huh? Oh, cold pizza tomorrow.
Ooh.
There's a knock at the door. That must be Herbie, probably come to pick up little Venus. I'll let him in. Why don't you come on in, okay?
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. I had to run all the way here. I missed my subway train. I was out looking for a strange and unusual plant at that new nursery and restaurant, but they were all sold out.
Oh, New Wong Fu's Plants for Everything?
Plants for everything. Juice and noodle bar.
You know, it sounds trendy. Is the food good?
I eat there every night.
Herbie, allow me to introduce you, please. Herbie Greensburg, this is Miss Mittens' aunt, Miss Audrey Shiva.
It's nice to meet you, Miss Shiva.
Please, call me Audrey. Did I ever hear you talk about Wong Fu's? I love that place. That's where I got Audrey Jr. from during that total eclipse.
This is the plant I was looking for. It's amazing.
Well, Venus is very beautiful too.
And you're very beautiful, if you don't mind me saying so.
You know what, kids? This party seems to be winding down a little bit now. And it also looks like Venus and Junior here like each other. You know, it might be a good idea if the two of you were to share a subway ride back to the city.
Would you like to with me? I mean...
I like that a lot.
Okay, well, you and your plants go on a double date at Wong Fu's. All right, on Mr. Lobo, send me the check. All right, no buts, no buts. See you kids later. Don't let the door hit you in the fronds on the way out. Finally. Finally, Mr. Lobo is almost done with this night of the Triffids.
Time to get aboard, miss. We're sailing.
submarine will depart in 5 minutes. Our life rafts will continue to search for survivors.
This is the Gibraltar Rescue Center for the Mediterranean area. Our pickup at Alicante has been made on schedule. This is the final rescue operation for the present. Stay tuned to this wavelength for further bulletins. Repeat. Stay tuned to this wavelength for further bulletins.
How far is Gibraltar?
Too far to swim. Let's get back to work. Get away from that window. Stop staring at them. I'm sorry, Kieran. I'm sorry.
Water's dissolving them!
seawater. 2/3 of the earth is covered with it. You hunt and you search, and all the while the answer's right in front of you.
A simple method had been found to destroy the Triffids. Seawater, from which life on Earth had sprung, became the means of preserving life on Earth. Mankind survived, and once again had reason to give thanks.
Send in the clouds, just when I start opening doors, finally knowing the one that I've wanted was yours, making my entrance again with my ears.
Oh, hello there. Only one more young visitor needs to go home, and this slumber party of the damned will finally be over. Oh, it's another knock at the door. That must be Stacy's mom, here to come get her. Excuse me. Well, hello there. Ow! You're forward. Owie! Oh! Ow! Oh! Thanks for watching Cinema Insomnia!
Quick, send in the clouds. Don't bother, they're here. Isn't it rich? Isn't